Hello everyone, and welcome to my every Rogue One minifigure from the first 5 sets, or the first wave, not including the buildable action figures because I'm not too into those. But starting off, they look really cool put like this. I've got the Rebels on the left and the Imperials on the right. And first impressions, it's interesting that there's a lot more Rebels. I mean, I know it makes sense that we have lots of Rebels since Rogue One is based off them, but it kind of is a bit weird that there's more of them than Imperials when obviously that's not really true in the Star Wars universe. And it's also a bit strange that we didn't get any regular stormtroopers because, you know, they play a big part in Rogue One even if they're not a new addition or anything. But now they've been added in the new battle pack, so it's fine. Starting off with just the Rebels, I have to say I'm really pleased with what they've done here. And that's not just because of the updated printing, but they've managed to include the perfect weapons for most of them, and they've given a sort of skirt to Chirrut Imwe, and for some of them they've given gunmetal grey guns and backpacks which look pretty cool. Biston is one of my favourites with his awesome looking head. I'll talk a bit more about him in my review for the U-Wing, and so is Jyn Erso. So overall my favourites from these guys are probably Jyn, Chirrut, Baze and Biston. I love Powell's face, but I'll talk about him in the review as well. Then looking at these guys, the Imperials are very cool. The Death Troopers are an awesome new addition, and Krennic is pretty cool as well with his director rank, and I like how he's actually got a cape for once. Just need to get Tarkin now for my Imperial army, who I'm aiming to get at some point. I love how they've got the addition of the ground crew, and the AT-ST pilot, the hover tank pilots, and the TIE Striker pilot are all nice new additions. I believe the TIE Striker pilot is exclusive. He's very similar to the one from the UCS TIE Fighter, but I'll talk a bit about that in the review of the TIE Striker and of the UCS TIE Fighter. The Shore Trooper and the hover tank pilot may look similar at first with the identical mould for the helmet, but the printing is definitely different enough for them not to look too similar. I also love how the new Death Troopers have pauldrons in this case, and I'm guessing that's just because they're higher rank, and obviously they come in a more expensive set, but the new Battle Pack ones do not, which is fine, and it means you get some variety. Overall, my top 3 are going to have to be, in first place, the Death Troopers, second, Krennic, and third place, Jyn, and Chirrut Imwe is very close behind, but I just thought, because Jin's the main character, to me she's more important as a minifigure, even though Chirrut is a very good recreation of the character. The Death Troopers have a really great new helmet mould, and that's the main reason they're in first. I'll talk a bit more about them in Krennic's Shuttle review, which should be out soon. And yep, that's kind of it for this video. And finally, here's the UCS TIE Fighter. Just thought I'd show it as a sneak peek. The review for that should be out within the next couple of weeks, if I get round to it. It's a bit difficult to fit into where I'm recording this, but we'll see what I can do. It looks awesome, and that's all that matters really. But that's it for this video, so thank you for watching, and goodbye.